Hey, this is Ann with Gideon Gardens. Just thought I'd do a short little video on my study break. I started classes again Monday and it's already getting rather intense and it's not even the first week. But I thought I'd show you a few things. All this squash had powdery mildew, cut off all the infected leaves. Of course, the new leaves that are growing out are getting it too, so I have to spray. But I pruned it back pretty heavy, and it's coming back, reflowering, doing really good. So the pruning does have some benefits. We have picked a lot of peppers. These peppers are almost playing out. The potatoes have come up. I've got a poke root in the potatoes I'll have to pull up. I didn't see that the other day. Cleaned out this bed, and here, let me back up a little bit. Cleaned out this bed, and hubby and Scotty made me a little hoop thing to put some brassicas in. And the hanging pots up there where the beans were, I'm going to plant some peas in and just let them hang down. I'm not doing a whole lot of fall garden this year because I've come to the realization that I need to make this back here a little more handicap accessible. I've had a hard time getting over in this area and doing anything in the squash and cucumbers. I had to cut the zinnias way back. They were across the pathway. And let me get out a stick here. I did harvest a cantaloupe yesterday that was split, and it tasted really good, and I see another one I should probably get too. Let's see if I can get over here a little closer. See right there. Am I getting it? So I need to pick him, and there's another green one back there. So he's ready. There's another green one back there, and there's 3 or 4 back behind here too. So these cantaloupes have done pretty good. They look terrible, but it's still growing. The biggest crop I've ever had of tomatoes. We pulled up 5 tomato plants because we were getting such a glut we couldn't handle it, and we still needed to clear out some space. But these are the Dutchmans, and I mean the Dutchmans are still just hanging full of huge tomatoes. Here's the other side. We're starting to get a lot of cucumbers, and I'll be doing some relish on that. And I forgot about these salsa peas. So I don't know if they're going to do anything or not because they were under the tomatoes, and I forgot about them. So I mean, the vines are just too many tomatoes for me to handle right now. If I didn't have all this other stuff going, I'd be fine with it. But I wanted to come out here. I wanted to dig a little bit over here where we put this Bokashi. It hasn't been but a couple weeks, but still, I wanted to see what it was doing anyway. And of course, I didn't bring my shovel out. But you know what? I don't see. Well, there it is, folks. That has broke down really, really well. Look at that. I mean, you can see a little bit of the paper and stuff. Let me dig over a little bit more. Oh yeah. Now, I like this. I have to say that I like that. That broke down very fast. And I'll dig up, get a shovel, dig up later and see what's going on. May have some volunteer stuff coming up there. But yeah, I think I like that Bokashi stuff. So I will probably, as I pull plants out, bury my Bokashi buckets just right straight into the garden and let it do its thing. Gotta pick some more runner beans. I have picked so many beans that I have loaded. I have a 9-tray Excalibur dehydrator, and I have loaded that thing 3 times from just beans off of the French climbing beans. Just that right there. And they've gone over to the other trellis too. Anyway, let me show you what we got doing a little bit in the front garden too. Yeah, we pulled up 2 tomato plants here too. I've got some red cabbage and stuff I wanted to go in. I wanted to go ahead and get rid of those, but Bob goes, no, we're going to keep them. So lots and lots and lots of tomatoes. My other purpose was to come out here and see if I could find one to eat, and I think I found one. Nope. Well, he's going in anyway. He come off. These black from Tools are one of the best tasting tomatoes I've ever had. And I just love them for a sandwich. There, I found the other one. There we go. That's a good eating size right there. Let's go around front and let me show you something. I thought these Oriental long beans had played out, but they have not. We got a lot of dried pods and got seeds from them, and they're doing a second flush. They've started flowering again and producing more beans. These things are just amazing. I am just overwhelmed by the amount of beans that we've gotten out of this little kiddie pool. There's another sweet potato flower. It's coming close to harvesting them. I give it to about mid-September and then I'll harvest them. And like Ian, we got another flush of strawberries, which I'm very happy about. I've been eating them. I'd love to make at least 1 pint of strawberry jam. So maybe I'll get enough to do it. The herb garden has gone crazy. I've got to cut back this time Thai basil. And I'm going to pull up these herbs and put them in a new bed and propagate this lavender and have a whole bed of lavender. So, flower bed. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to put this where those tomatoes are now and use it as an herb bed. And then back this way where those tomatoes are, I'm going to put a bed. And on the other side of the strawberries, I'm going to put a bed. And use the front yard as a kitchen garden and mini orchard. All the fruit trees I want to keep small so they're not going to, crowd out anything. My flower garden took a beating with the wind the other day. Knocked the sunflowers down, knocked most of the flowers down. But the bees and the butterflies still seem to like it. And peppers. I'm loaded down with peppers. I have really enjoyed these things. And I've got a bunch in the house to roast. And there's some more chilies. I almost have enough peppers to start my chili sauce. But anyway, folks, yeah, more tomatoes. That was my break from studying, and I'm going to put a couple little clips that I did earlier on some stuff. One of them was fried green tomatoes. Show you how we did that. We did up a bunch of fried green tomatoes and put them in the freezer. But anyway, guys, I got to get back to studying. Take care and God bless and happy gardening. Okay, now it's recording. Okay, you got it in picture?
Yep.
Hey Elsie, this is Ann with Gideon Gardens. I said I'd show you how we did the fried green tomatoes. This is just flour. This is egg and water, and this is flour and cornmeal mixed together. And just slice the tomato and dredge it in a little flour, and dredge it in the egg, and then put it in the cornmeal and flour mixture. And you can season the flour if you want to. We're freezing these, so I'm not doing it. And then it goes in the fryer. And then that's what they look like when they're done. We did some beans too to see how they taste. They're pretty good too. Alright, sweetie, thanks for watching. God bless.